Hello and hi everyone. We from Group 1 of Engineering Properties of Biological Materials. For the assignment, we will discuss about popcorn. Before we start, let me introduce our group. First of all, our group choose popcorn as microwavable starch-containing food. So, what is popcorn? Popcorn is a cereal form of major portion of human diet and are an important source of starch and other dietary carbohydrates, such as dietary fiber, which play an important role in the energy requirement and nutrient intake of humans. Cereal grains have variable of type, which is barley, rice, corn, and sorghum. Most of us know that popcorn made from corn, but our group choose sorghum other than corn. So, how sorghum can become popcorn? A popcorn kernel has an extremely hard hull and hard outer endosperm, and within there is a mass of moist, starchy, and white endosperm. As heat is applied to the dried kernel, the droplet of water convert to steam, and pressure begin to build. Once the hull can no longer hold the pressure of the steam, the kernel explodes. The starch inside the kernel turns into the white fluffy, crunchy stuff that we call popcorn. When heat is so high, the hard grain bursts when heated. There are a few major factors that influence popcorn quality, which is kernel moisturizer, expansion ratio, and popping ratio. Higher quality popcorn is associated with kernel than expand more. I found a way how popcorn kernel expands. First, popping expansion should has a strong association with higher starch content in kernel. Next, popcorn variety with a thicker protective outer seed coating have a greater expansion ratio. And lastly, popping ability is also affected by how well the starchy substance inside the kernel transfer heat during the popping process. Let's back to our topic by using sorghum to make a popcorn. Sorghum grain is a protein form, a second major component of sorghum grain. The protein content of sorghum is affected by both genetic and environmental factors. The protein content of sorghum is known to vary along with the change in its amino acid composition. The protein content of sorghum is equivalent to that of wheat and maize. High fiber content and poor digestibility of nutrients is a characteristic feature of sorghum grains, which severely influence in consumer acceptability. Sorghum cultivar has been proven to have reduced amount of lysine, threonine, and total sulfur amino acid. Sorghum also rich of source of B-complex vitamins. Other fat-soluble vitamins, namely D, E, and K, have also been found in sorghum grains. The concentration in thiamine, riboflavin, and niacin in sorghum were comparable to those in maize. Cellulose, the major insoluble fiber component of sorghum, verified from 1.19 to 5.23% in sorghum variety.
Okay, next is the mechanism of microwave popping. First is the moisture is the driving force in the microwave expansion of starchy grains. Then, during the microwave heating, glassy starch simultaneously loss moisture and expand. Then, during the microwave expansion of cereal grains, the microwave energy heats the product through the vibrational energy imparted on moisture. Upon heating, moisture generates the superheated steam necessary for expansion, which is accumulates at the nuclei in the glassy matrix, and then it will create a locally high pressure. As cereal matrix undergoes a phase transition from glassy to rubbery state, it starts to yield under high superheated steam, pressure, and expansion takes place. And then as moisture is lost from the matrix, and upon cessation of microwave heating, the matrix cools down and reverts to the glassy state and the final structure sets.
My name is Lim Ising with metric numbers 2053884, and I will explain about the principle of microwave heatings by using microwave popcorn bags, which is MPB. The design of a microwave popcorn bag is specifically keys to avoid pop kernels by scorchings or any undesirable effects that take place when the pop kernels are heated above 149 degrees Celsius. And we continue with the principle behind the food heating is dielectric heating, which is absorbed by food materials which have moisture content as one of the components. The popcorn bags is made out of crust paper coated with plastic film, which typically is partially folded when it's placed in the microwave, and is inflated as a result of steam pressure from the heated kernels. The inner lining of bags contain non-stick chemicals such as diacetyl, which are transferred to popcorn when we eat. In MPB, sorghum kernels are put on a metallized film called as subceptor, which absorb microwaves and converts them into heat. Polyvinyl alcohol, which is PVA, may be a good substitute of metal film in microwave popcorn bags, and most importantly, PVA is able to work properly in microwave oven. The slide above, I have mentioned about the principle, which is dielectric heating, and in this slide, I will further explain the mechanism of dielectric heating. So firstly, the microwave heats any substance via a special mechanism is called as dielectric heating, and the PVA I have also mentioned above have such properties. The dielectric heating is also called as electric heating and is caused by molecules dipole rotations. In dielectric heating, the molecule rotations is occur in material containing polar molecules, and they align themselves in an electromagnetic field. So, the rotating molecules push, pull, and collide with each other molecules and distributes the energy to adjacent molecules. The next is the agitation of molecules occurs, and it will increase the temperature of all materials. Then the polyvinyl alcohols has polar groups, which show vibration and rotations in microwave fields, so that's why the PVA can be used in microwave heating. In this slide, I'm going to explain some properties of PVA, which is polyvinyl alcohol, which make it suitable in microwave poppings. The first one is it can absorb microwave of 2.45 GHz in frequency, and it has resistant properties to oil and grease, and it has high melting points, and it is non-toxic. From various experiments were performed, and following consolidating results were obtained, which prove that PVA is a good alternative of metal film in MPB, which is the popcorn bags. The first one is unsized, unbleached brown craft paper is best for making popcorn bag at lower cost. The second one is the optimized times for cooking is only 3 minutes. And the last one is the outer side coating is very useful. In this slide, I would like to talk about the factor affecting the popping qualities of the sorghum. So, the microwave process parameters such as microwave power levels, microwave power density, and the residence time are the major factors deciding the popping qualities. So, the microwave process parameters were optimized using a two-factor, three-levels design, and having microwave power density ranging from 9 to 18 watts per grams, and the resident times ranging is from 100 to 118 seconds.
I'm going to explain how microwave improves the quality of the product. Firstly, microwave processing has attracted attention in the field of cereal processing due to its positive effect on improving the nutritional quality of cereals. Microwave treatment was studied to evaluate its effects on physicochemical properties and with digestibility of three kinds of sorghum starch, including long mineral, number 1, and Longza number 13, and lastly, Hongnuo. After microwave treatment, the contents of insolute dietary fiber, solute dietary fiber, and total dietary fiber with three kinds of sorghum were significantly increased by this number, respectively. Next is the microwave treatment resulted sorghum starch granule with rough surface, an increase in pasting temperature and pasting time, a decrease in pasting viscosity and transition enthalpy. After microwave treatment, the in vitro digestibility of sorghum starch was significantly reduced by 3.21 to 6.61%. The rapidly digestive starch content was decreased by 5.88 to 9.24%. The slow digestive starch and the resistant starch content increased by 4.63 to 6.65% and 1.3% to 2.41%, and the hydrolysis index and the glycemic index decreased by 4.98% to 5.74%, and lastly 2.73% to 3.15%. These results indicate that microwave treatment is an effective method for decreasing the in vitro digestibility and improving the physicochemical properties of the starch.
Hi, my name is Nur Nabila binti Aziz. My matrix number is 205238. How can we increase our knowledge and skills to determine the engineering properties of food and agricultural products? First, via education and training. Attending formal lectures in university or any educational institute. Students can increase their knowledge of the food and agricultural properties in a scientific way that they cannot get outside the classroom. Then, do the experimental methods during lab sessions. Students can gain more skills and increase their understanding by doing experiments to determine engineering properties of food and agriculture, such as in moisture content or rheological properties using lab equipment. Next, reading journal and research paper. Look up for case studies and professional resources in the internet or any academic writing to catch up on new and up-to-date information or methods on food and agricultural engineering by taking advantage of this resource. Seminar or webinar. Attend professional events. Professional events are valuable ways to learn about growth and development in measurement methods of properties in food engineering. Local companies, engineering association, and professional groups often host seminar, forum, or workshop that can give us direct access and insight to experts in our profession. Treat this event as constructive networking opportunities to brainstorm and share ideas with colleagues who can provide fresh insight and perspective.
So for the next part of how to increase your knowledge and method, you can use online courses. Nowadays, knowledge can be accessed anywhere and any form on the internet. Most commonly known are courses, and you can find this online, specifically on YouTube. They are giving you a proper explanation on engineering properties and agricultural products. We can find and seek the most suitable methods of explanation that you want for this specific problem. However, if you want to be more detailed and maybe you want to more interactive education, you can go and find an educational website where they are usually providing you with exclusive information and exclusive content from different institutes and even industry, which can help you a lot throughout the process. Next is tutoring. When you enroll in these courses, you'll find a lot of people partaking in it and having different understanding and problems throughout the studies. Creating a study group can challenge one another on how to overcome these problems and give each other a better understanding of engineering properties and agricultural products, reinforcing our skills and knowledge However, you can also find someone who is qualified enough outside of this course who is an expert in these studies. They usually have more experience and know a much efficient way on how to handle this problem. However, you usually need an agreement on how and when to adjust time for your extra hour of these studies. And lastly, we have an online community and forums. An online community established in this day and age allows people to navigate through a challenging decision, analyze what is the best platform and what is the best tool, and or how simply analyze how to integrate A with B. It allows to ease access to limitless world to connect and exchange knowledge with like-minded people who are interested in engineering properties and agricultural products. A learning community itself makes a huge and memorable impact on the student experience. With the educational program, it facilitates more effective and more interactive learning experience by helping understanding a different perspective, understanding a different question from people around the world, retaining knowledge and developing relationship towards another.
From this assignment, we can learn that dielectric properties are very important to design a microwavable starch-containing food product, which is popcorn. Next, we can determine if dielectric properties is significant to understand the heating profile of food in a microwave oven and to develop equipment and microwavable food. We also know that there are a few factors that influence the popping quality of sorghum. It is very important to keep up to date our knowledge and skill in measurement method of engineering property of food and agriculture of product. Lastly, there are several ways how to increase our knowledge, which is from education and training, reading journal, seminar, and webinar.